Well, I've got a friend here with me. My name's Amelia Bishop. I'm from Mahone Bay, Nova Scotia now. I originally grew up in the Annapolis Valley, Nova Scotia. So I'm a Nova Scotian, born and raised, living, playing, working here. This is my dog, Mickey. She's here to help out with the interview. Let's see. So, something about me. Um, I was thinking about what it is that I get really excited about, and it's stuff like this, Bernice. I love getting to know people and what gets them excited and helping them on their way. That's who I am, I think, because I'm learning as my husband and I ventured off into this world of business together over the last almost 8 years. And in most recently, last couple of years, being a owner and operator of a coffee house. It's been really very busy, and we've gotten to know a lot of people and have gotten connected, which is kind of our whole mission, is being connected to people and restoring and building communities and building people up. I've just realized in the last couple of years, although it can be really challenging for an introvert to be at a busy coffee shop, I have realized how powerful and invaluable connections are to people, and you can't live your life in a shell. You got to get out there. You got to see people, you got to meet new people, you've got to make these connections and see where you can be used in the world. Like, where are you meant to be doing good work? And you can't do that at home, just locked away. So that's one of the biggest things I've really learned over the last couple of years about myself, is that pushing those comfort zones are really important for me, and letting who I am out into the world, so that I can, I guess, help other people do that. Because I've been doing that a lot lately, is just talking to friends, getting reconnected with people I haven't seen or talked with, last year or so, or maybe more, and just really trying to see what they need, and being their cheerleader, being somebody who can help them realize what it is they want and help them through encouragement, feedback, ideas sharing, brainstorming, and positivity, is just helping people get to where they need to go. So a little bit about me. I guess that's kind of my mission. And there's a lot more, I guess, I could say, but that's what I'm really thinking about today. It's just, what am I here doing? What am I supposed to be doing? So. It's being a part of, like, rolling up your sleeves and getting into the work is more important than how I feel on any given day about, whatever anxiety I might be dealing with about being in the spotlight, or being, in a busy, fast-paced environment where if you want to do something really awesome, there is a bit of self-denial involved, and sacrifice. And so that's what I see happening for me. But again, what I'm doing right now in partnership with my husband is building, something bigger than just a job. So there is a lot of sacrifice and there's a lot of self-denial, but that's not a bad thing. It's for a greater purpose. Was the vision that we had for a coffee house. And I think the name we chose at that time was the Biography Cafe, because we were so interested in creating a place that led to stories, people's stories, and connection, and building community, and restoring something in humanity that sometimes gets lost when we're just so busy and disconnected, and chaos rules our lives. We just wanted to create an anchor, I guess, in a community. But we didn't know what the feeling was going to be about. And that was what drove us, I guess, the vision and the feeling of what we needed to create for our community. And we're so thankful to be in our community. This place is a wonderful place. I really love Nova Scotia. I realize that the impact we're having is probably greater than we'll ever know. I think everybody who sets out to do something will never really fully know how they've impacted people's lives. And I guess I'll share one of my high school coaches from track and field was an awesome guy who's a great example of that. His name was Steve Wilmoth, and I had him for geology in grade 12, and I was so excited to take that class because I am a big rock collector. Like, if you come to my house, I have rocks decorating probably every corner. And so I had this special rock collection when I was a kid. And I don't know when I started it, but it was probably like 6, 7 years old. And I just kind of grew it. I kept this little, Tupperware container. And I had like a fishing bobbin in there, like when I went fishing one time, and just little bits and bobs over the years. And I got to grade 12 and super pumped about taking this class. And Mr. Wilmoth, who was teaching that class, and one lunch hour, he sat down with me. I asked him if he'd look at my rock collection and help me find out what I had. I was waiting for the gold. I wanted the treasure. You got something special here. But I think I still have it somewhere. But yeah, it was somebody like that who would take the time to show just, the care, and that you're special, that you meant something, you were worth the time to give and listen to. And he'd never know probably all the people he touched. Sadly, I just learned that Mr. Wilmoth passed away suddenly, and was pretty young, 53. So heart attack. And wow, it's just crazy how quickly these things happen, and suddenly you realize there are things you should have said. So I guess I'm kind of sad I never got to thank him personally for the contribution he had that short time while I was in high school. But that impact was great. And so this is this is something that I've kind of been awakened to again, and at different times over the years. I think it starts here. We can make little differences that make big differences just by the way we think about our lives, the way we behave, the way we contribute. I could continue to grow businesses that are just good for me and supporting my needs, but I don't want to do that. I want to make successful businesses that are able to help other people and give back, whatever it is that we can give back. I don't need fancy cars. I don't need a boat. I don't need those things are nice, but what's really important to me is that I can, make some changes happen for other people, So if we are tuned into what we have already and be thankful for that, and get rid of the things we don't need in our lives, and help other people, I think that's a major step in the right direction for our world. People need to see that there's overcomers in the world. There's a lot of stories of people giving up and just feeling like failures, feeling like they're worthless. And there's a lot of women that I've talked to as well that have been in bad places in their lives, and have been at that breaking point. And we're pretty close to the end. So I think we need each other. We need each other. We need each other's stories. We need to see that there's hope, and they're not alone. Like you said, that we're not alone. And whatever struggles they're facing, and being honest with themselves that they, nobody's perfect. You don't have it all together. I really believe that there's power in sharing that, and helping people wherever they're at, embracing them wherever they're at, and just starting with small steps to move in a better direction. So I think people really need to know that they're loved, right? No matter what, like, you don't have to be polished and packaged, and just just love people. Just love people where they're at. That's my motto. And um yeah, there's no conditions. I think we live in such a judgmental world. Like, just we got to get past that. Yeah, that keeps a lot of people up at night, I think, is feeling that they're just going to be judged.